was really magic, wasn't it? It was really
Yeah, it was
exciting.
really special.
Cursed Child has been in the West End for 10 years.
Has it?
Apparently. David and I have been part of the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child company since 2017.
So join us as we take a look back at the last 9 years of magic making here at the Palace Theatre. Have a question? Let's get talking.
Okay, let's have a look. How did you find out you got the role and what was your reaction?
Oh my goodness, I do remember the exact moment because I was in Sainsbury's and I stopped and I got the email and I thought, this is huge. My daughter had been a huge Harry Potter fan. I didn't imagine that this was going to happen to me. A year in the West End, I thought. It was amazing. I couldn't quite take it in, so I had to just stop, put my shopping back and have a think for a while. Where were you?
I was in Aldi. My agent phoned and I had to, kind of really downplay it. Then I had to go back and do my shopping afterwards, which is really, really odd. Knowing that I'm just about to join what was, the biggest show on the planet.
There was a lot of secrecy, and when we started rehearsals, it was there was a different name on on the script.
Pericles, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
We were rehearsing something else.
It's our first cast.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, look at them all.
Every time there's a cast change, the characters live on, and suddenly there's a new face in the same costume and the same wig, and it's kind of spooky, because that person who you're attached to and you've played with and enjoyed being with for the last year is gone, but the character is still there. And sometimes if you see them from behind, it looks like exactly the same person. They turn around, it's a different face.
That's lovely.
Oh, look at that.
I love these photos.
Yeah, this is the wonderful moment. There have been at least one every year.
Yeah.
Where the whole cast is on stage, and as many of the crew and stage management as we can get on as well, and the audience are invited to light up their phones.
That's it.
And hold them aloft, so you get an entire auditorium of like candlelight, it seems like.
Yeah.
It's like the Great Hall.
It is, isn't it? Yes.
And we'll have a photographer up on one of these staircases at the back taking a picture of the whole house to commemorate that day.
And so it's lovely that we get to have a photo that literally has us all in it. What did it feel like taking to the stage on opening night?
Apart from, of course, all the sort of pressure and the excitement of it, was not knowing how the audience would react to each moment as it came. And for Snape, there were moments that caused a laugh, which brought a laugh, which I wasn't expecting to be a laugh, which was just about the sheer dryness of his humour and his kind of withering put-downs of other characters.
That's right.
And also a real pleasure as well to know that the audience was enjoying the character.
You've done so many other opening nights of other shows where it centres around you, just making sure that you remember your lines, remember where you go, make sure you remember all your notes. But there's so much else that goes with this show, isn't there? And so many dangers that come, fire and water. And
you've got to be in the right place at the right time.
Completely.
And it's like danger.
Yeah, it really is like spinning plates. And I do remember feeling utterly terrified. And I remember there were just hundreds of people at stage door.
Outside, yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that.
Should we have another one?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's a young Aldridge.
10 years, or 9.5 years ago. Yeah. Wowzers.
Have you got the same jumper?
No, I've had a few jumpers since then. Because it's proper lamb's wool, so when it's washed, it often shrinks.
Okay.
But I remember back then, I used to have to dye my eyebrows.
Oh.
But properly, it wasn't like eyebrow liner. I had to go in every 3 weeks and actually have them dyed. So like for a couple of days, I looked like the dad out of American Pie. Do you remember your first costume? Have you still got the same one?
I've got a pair of shoes, Snape shoes, which are kind of crocodile skin, black, imitation crocodile skin black, and they look fantastic.
Got a feeling, look at you.
Yeah, this is Snape by the blackboard. And I still get a surprise when I see myself, particularly in the wig, which is this kind of lank, greasy black wig. Because on stage, of course, I can't see it.
Yeah.
But I do feel it, so sometimes when I sort of turn around quickly, my hair flicks across my face, I think, yeah, he's the lanky, greasy black hair guy. You've played these characters for over 9 years. How has your performance and knowledge of the characters evolved over the years?
I think it's constantly evolving, and that's partly due to who you're acting alongside.
Yeah.
I think every actor kind of brings out new thoughts and new ideas, and whether it's an actor that's come in through cast change or a cover that's come on, I find that really exciting. I could pretty much win a pub quiz on Harry Potter now.
Yeah, I occasionally refresh by kind of reading.
Do you?
Rereading
That's
something.
very
just
studious of you.
To make sure that I'm doing the Snape in the books and not something that's happened to me, and I've started to kind of make more me than Snape.
Right, this is really cool. So this was the day that time caught up with itself, wasn't it?
Yes.
So there's a moment in the play, 19 years later, and we actually did the show on the date that it is actually in the script. That was really magic, wasn't it? It was really exciting.
Really special.
This is when Toby Jones came to see the show.
I remember J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, that was
the director. Studying a makeup effect.
Yes.
Saying, oh, you know, that's cinema ready. That's kind of film quality.
Yeah.
That was a great compliment.
Yeah.
To our WAM team, our wigs, hair and makeup team, and the designers, of course.
Another question. There's been a lot of mischief managed over the years at the Palace Theatre, but what's one funny memory that always makes you smile?
There is a member of the company who occasionally has a little fake mouse attached to a long piece of elastic on his foot.
It's like a Blue Peter mouse, isn't it?
Like a blue mouse. So if he walks past your room, 30 seconds later, there might be a little brown furry thing that's past him.
The amount of enjoyment I've got out of that piece of toilet roll covered in a brown show sock with a little shoelace attached to it. But I think that's why I've stayed on so many years, because
because of the mouse.
Because of the mouse, and because every year there's a new audience for the mouse, or new victims of the mouse, should I say. Oh, this is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's Tom Aldridge doing audio recording.
I think this is when we were lucky enough to do the Christmas album. So a load of actors from the Wizarding World franchise. It was myself and Michelle and Chris Jarman from Cursed Child. We each got to do a Christmas song, and Michelle and I also did a duet. That was really cool.
You're a good singer.
Thanks, mate. So are you. Just played at Glastonbury. Did you know that?
That is true.
So, another question.
Yes, Tom.
Here we go. Cursed Child has been in the West End for 10 years.
Has it?
Apparently. I didn't know that. Why do you think it resonates so strongly to audiences and yourself?
This show is about loyalty and love and endurance and problem solving, and that, I think, as well as all the magic and all the fun and all the kind of thrill of the danger, is what you experience every night and what the audience gets to kind of be a part of.
Yeah, it's such an incredible world to escape to. I think that's why audiences have always come along and love to just immerse themselves in something completely different.
Got a question for me?
I've got a question.
Yeah.
You've been part of the show for over 9 years. Do you know that?
I have.
How has the show changed and evolved since 2017?
The show itself hasn't changed much.
Yeah.
Which means it's as good as it ever was.
Yeah.
We rehearse most days. We rehearse something that maybe got a little loose or a little fudged to make sure it's still sharp and safe in terms of some of the dangerous stuff. We rehearse every day so that it's always, feels to me like anyway, it's always on point. It's always the same show that we made back then.
Absolutely. If given the chance, what would you, your current self, say to your 2017 self before opening night?
Get on with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd tell myself that you're still going to be doing this in 9 and a bit years, and I think scared Tom in that wing would go, and then walk on stage.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I am really honoured that I get to go on this next journey of the show with you.
Oh, thank you.
Who I started this show with.
Yeah, and I with you.
9 and a bit years ago.
It's
going to
always
be lovely.
It's always a real pleasure just to watch you work and and see them experiencing Ron through you. It's always it's always great.